What would you do if someone you trusted tried to take the person you love? Imagine living under the same roof as a stranger, thinking everything's fine, only to find out they crossed a line you never expected. That's exactly what happened to me, and trust me, the revenge was worth every second. Before we dive in, hit that like button if you've ever wanted to see someone get exactly what they deserved. Subscribe now because today's story is all about betrayal, cunning, and the kind of revenge that'll leave you cheering. My fiancé and I were in a rough spot. We had just packed up all of our stuff into the car and were couch surfing while waiting for our move-in date. 2 weeks felt like an eternity. Every night we were at someone else's place trying to make ourselves invisible, trying to be polite, trying not to rock the boat. The last place we stayed, it was with a couple my fiancé knew. They were friendly, welcoming, and at first, everything seemed perfect. The wife was pregnant, the house smelled like home-cooked meals, and the husband and I hit it off immediately in the kitchen. We flexed our cooking muscles, traded recipes, shared laughs. I thought, okay, maybe this is a little break from the chaos. We even exchanged numbers so we could stay in touch, thinking, hey, nice people, good company. But of course, appearances can be deceiving. Pause slightly, change tone to slow, suspenseful. Not long into our stay, my fiancée called me at work. Her voice was shaking. I could tell something was wrong the second I picked up. She said, I need to talk to you as soon as you get off. My heart sank. When she picked me up, she admitted she'd spent the entire day hiding in the car. She told the roommates she went shopping, and then she started crying. He grabbed me, she whispered. He tried to get me to sleep with him. My blood went cold. I felt like I was about to explode. Rage, disbelief, protectiveness, all boiling at once. I wanted to storm through that door and make him regret every second he breathed, every word he spoke. But I took a breath. I had to be smart. This wasn't just about anger. This was about justice. We drove back. The couple was sitting on the couch, casually watching a movie like nothing had happened. He looked at me and said, hey, buddy. Buddy. The casual tone made my skin crawl. I had to resist throwing something at him. I told him I needed a shower, and my fiancée quietly grabbed the few things we had brought in. As soon as the bathroom door closed, I felt it. The primal mix of anger and exhilaration. The sense that it was my turn to tip the scales, and yes, the opportunity presented itself in the most unconventional way. Tone shift to grim humor, pacing faster. I looked at the shower, a $200 loofah hanging there, like it was untouchable, sacred, pristine. I couldn't resist. I scrubbed my body, felt the stress melt away, and then, well, I made sure the loofah would carry a little souvenir of my wrath. Let's just say he'd never touch it the same way again. Every detail mattered. This was payback, methodical and precise. After the shower, I got dressed, feeling the satisfaction of small victories, and checked on my fiancé in the car. But I wasn't done. No, I had one last move. I walked back into the house, calm, collected. I looked the wife in the eye and said, he tried to sleep with my fiancé. The look on her face shifted from confusion to horror, and then the argument started. Accusations, defensiveness, shock. They weren't prepared for this truth to land so suddenly. I left in a hurry, but I could hear the chaos behind me, and it felt perfect. The next day? Oh, the next day was priceless. I got a text from him, in all caps. WTF is wrong with you? Followed by a picture. His precious $200 loofah, covered in a little souvenir from yours. Truly, I didn't reply. I just sent a laughing emoji and blocked his number. And just like that, I felt free. Free from fear, free from anger, free from the weight of knowing he'd ever touch my fiancée the same way again. The balance had been restored. Here's the thing. Revenge isn't always about violence. It's about justice. It's about setting boundaries, making the world understand that some lines cannot be crossed. And sometimes, the most satisfying revenge is the one that leaves your enemies speechless, humiliated, and thinking twice about ever hurting anyone like that again. Life sometimes puts you in situations you never imagined. People test you. People betray you. But the way you respond, with intelligence, strategy, and a little bit of daring, can turn a nightmare into a story of empowerment. This wasn't just about getting back at him. It was about reclaiming our dignity. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button. Comment below and tell us, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed, or maybe even pulled off yourself? And of course, subscribe for more stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat, ready to cheer for justice.